baby.
It's
Welcome back.
time.
Welcome back to the Couch Coach. And it's one of them good weeks because guess what? We all got them dubs this week, didn't we, boys?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to the Couch Coach, where we're just guys that claim that we're smarter than the idiots that make millions. And that's right. I switched it up this week because those are the idiots. We're the smart guys just at home talking this football talk, and we're right all the time. Yes, I am your host. And so I got my guys with me, Tim Jitsu. I got my guy with me, Nui. And we got a special guest, Nui. Man, can you introduce my guy, Quan, here?
My man Q, man. My brother from another mother. We've been together, man, training for about 6 years now, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while, and my man's going to be modest, but, man, he's a beast with the receiver training. So you can look him up at the Guru. Receiver training. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got cats all spread out throughout the DFW. At Grapevine, Euless on the weekends, former ball player, played at East Central. There's a little bit of LSC connection there, with my guy XO in Southeastern, me at UCO, East Central. He was a young buck growing up, but, man, it's fun to have you. I know you've been waiting to get on the show. I've been waiting for you to get on the show, man. It's a blessing to have you here. So let's just kick it. Let's spit some facts, spit some football, just chop it up, man.
Welcome to the couch, my guy. So, who are you a fan of? What team you rooting for on a Sunday?
Man, I'm a Saints fan.
Ouch.
Like my wife is a Cowboys fan.
Ouch, says the Vikings fan.
Ouch. It's only because we own them, and some of their bad losses in their history has come behind us. It's only because what y'all did to us a long time ago, the way y'all did Brett Favre, you know what I mean? Now karma is finally coming back.
I forgot about that. Oh yeah,
you did do that.
That was pretty dirty.
That's pretty messy.
Pretty dirty. And I felt like karma has been coming back on them for some years now when we played them. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Low key, like the past 3 years, I think we met y'all.
Some nasty losses.
Bro. Bro. I've been like hating the feeling playing y'all every year, bro. But
real talk.
I love it, bro. It's a good little rivalry, Yeah.
Do y'all? You know what? I'll touch on this, and I'll just make sure. I know you're a Saints fan. This is gonna be one of our, talk points that we're gonna talk about anyway. So I'm gonna come back to that. I want to know how you feel about them Saints. But here on the couch, because we do this thing just like a football game. We got our pregame, our first quarter, our second quarter, halftime, third quarter, fourth quarter, and we bring it home for the win.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, without further ado, let's start the Couch Coach. In the first quarter, we like to start this thing off the same thing every time, the same thing every time, and that is what the hell happened. What the hell happened this weekend, Tim? What did you see? What did you like?
What I saw was Sunday night football, 50-yard line, right below Jerry Jones's box, which was rocking Sunday night, as you can imagine.
There, huh? You were feeling
I was in the building.
50-yard line.
Put some videos out there on TikTok of the entrance and different things like that. It was a great environment. I've been to a lot of Cowboy games, and this is the first time I've been this excited headed to the game since 2014, right? Since the Lions were in town for the playoffs, since Tony got his home playoff win and then headed to Green Bay. I can remember how I felt going to the game that day. That's how I felt going to the game Sunday night. It was amazing. The crowd was crazy into the game, and it was a complete beat down. There was an Eagles suck chant in the fourth quarter. It was a lot of fun. Jalen got benched at one point. I know they probably just took him out to be precaution, but I'll say he got benched for suckiness. So the whole game was fantastic. I love the fan. Listen, I'm right behind the Cowboys bench. I talked about this on QB Huddle. The way Dak, not only the way he's playing, but the way he's leading guys on the sideline. He was up and down the sideline talking to each group individually, and you could see how involved he was. Trey Lance was very involved in what was happening on the sideline. It's taken the whole team there. Everybody's into it. Defense is forcing turnovers. It's a great vibe, and now it's off to Buffalo.
That gave me the chills, man. I like to hear that.
That's what you like to hear from a leader.
I like to hear that, man.
That's good.
It's too much Dak slander out here.
It's a lot of Dak hate.
It's a lot of Dak hate. They play my boy Kirk Cousins the same way, and I don't want to hear it no more. MV Prescott.
He's balling. He's earned
He's
it for
balling.
sure. I mean, I'll talk about this a little bit later, but I mean, he leads in touchdown
He's
passes.
earned it, but there's
So let's
another
talk
man
about
that
it.
earned it.
Ooh,
Hold on.
wait till we see the numbers. Okay, let's go.
You got
Don't
anything
forget,
else to say?
Brock
Got to say
Purdy
about that
lost
game?
3 games without Debo Samuel and Trent Williams. So I'm still not
I
in
get
on the
it.
Brock Purdy MVP.
I get
Because
it.
if you're the MVP, you win at least one of those games. I'm going to leave it at that.
So Tim, tell me, is this just another division game? Hey, we know you guys. We beat you once a year, or was this different?
No, this was a statement because the first game in Philly, we really should have won that game. We knew that going in. You know, we lost 1 possession game because of really some self-inflicted errors. We came out and dominated start to finish. And this was a game that we wanted to let them know you can't stay with us. We are the better team. And San Francisco, we're coming for you next. San Francisco's on the list.
That's a tough one.
You hear all this like they got it all.
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling
Right.
good right now.
That little win, that win got them hot. They just like,
Cowboys. Bro,
look at that.
I have not, Brandon will tell you, I am a realist when it comes to the Cowboys, when it comes to the quarterback play, when it comes to anything to do with the Cowboys, because at some point they let me down so many times that I just had to be like, the hell with it. I don't believe in you anymore. I believe.
Not
the
this
first
time, huh?
Since 2014, I believe. Yes, sir. I believe.
Well, you know what? We're going to come back to all of that. We're going to come back to all of that. Newey, what the hell happened for you this weekend, boss?
I mean, it's good to believe. I mean,
it is
you got to have faith, right? You got to have faith in your team.
Faith.
Right. But hey, man, 28-16, Niners take it, right? Sweep the Seahawks. This is the 5th straight win. I was actually impressed with Drew Lock. And I know, and I tell you, and people are gonna say, "Oh, they're gonna look at the stats. Oh, he's got two interceptions. Okay, well, one of them was dude. I was very impressed with him for what he had to do and come in and just deliver the mail. I mean, I was a little bit concerned because I was like, man, this is gonna be a dogfight. And I said this last episode because they're on their last leg, right? They're on their last leg. It's not looking good. They have to turn around and play a Cowboys team. This is their 4th straight. This is their 4th straight loss, right?
The schedule has been brutal.
It's been brutal, but I think this was also an impressive game by a guy who says that okay, he's just a guy. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is. Brock Purdy delivered. It's 4th straight win against the Seahawks. He threw for over 368 yards, 2 TDs. He did have a pick, but outside of that, Brock Purdy is putting up tremendous numbers. He's number 1 in damn near every category for a quarterback outside of touchdown passes, which kudos to you, Dak. You've been balling. We're going to call it what it is. But at the same time, for a 23-year-old kid to step in that environment, to handle his business, I got to applaud him on it. Now, just stay the course. We're not going to get too high end on it. Right, let's just ride this shit out. We're number 1 seed. Thank you, Cowboys. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
We didn't do that.
I appreciate you. But outside of that, hey man, we just got to control we control our destiny, man. We beat us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again because the last matchup, same damn team. Hey, bring it because 42-10 says a lot. I love your confidence. I love your confidence on that.
I'm so confused about this little run that the Cowboys went on.
Yeah,
and they
it's just
they got smacked.
Hilarious.
They got smacked by the 49ers.
Bullied into reality.
Bullied. What was? Didn't Prescott have 3 INTs? He did, right? Brock Purdy ain't had no game like that yet, but
everybody looked like this.
No,
listen. If you're going to concentrate on the past, you're going to fail to reach your goals for the future. So keep looking at that last game, brother.
Oh my God!
You have to keep looking at those last 2 games. It's not just last game. It's 2 games. I don't care about
the last 2 games. I'm ahead to Buffalo.
You should. It's the same damn team.
I'm on to Buffalo.
Hey, I mean, you should. Hey, you know, I know how you feel about Buffalo, so you might get smacked around this weekend.
Yeah,
Quan,
stop playing.
What did you see this weekend, man? What did you like? What did you dislike? You know, what was noteworthy? What you think?
Oh man, like I the Saints game was it was cool, bro. I didn't expect much because the Panthers ain't doing too hard this year. You know, we just took
Right.
advantage of the game. The game plan was simple, just take advantage. Um, I think if we do that every game, it'd be a different outcome in our division. We wouldn't be tied for first place right now, bro. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot of changes we could make. Quarterback for one, because I expected more from Carr, bro. I expected more from Carr. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know. I almost want to throw Jameson back in there a little bit, just to see what happens.
Yeah.
You're not the first person that said that as a
I
Saints fan.
mean, just why not? Why not?
Why not?
He might bring some energy.
High risk,
You know,
high
you
reward.
know, energy. We ain't using Hill enough. I think we could use Hill a lot more. I think. I don't know, but that game was cool. But the game I watched what I got into was the game last night with the Dolphins and the Titans.
Talk to me.
Oh,
That game was crazy. Because for one thing,
Wow.
I'm watching D all game, the receiver guy. Bro. So D Hop going, toe to
What a
toe with two
battle.
of the best DBs in the league, bro.
What a battle.
Yeah.
What can you
That was
say about that
primetime
man,
football,
bro?
man.
yeah.
Bro, it made my heart smile seeing that man do that to them DBs.
Yeah, bro. I mean, and then for the game to end how it did, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It
what?
was
That's
It came back.
crazy.
And look,
he did not have a good first half. Don't
no,
get it twisted. He was
No.
getting
turned it up.
checked all
He
first
turned it
half.
up. Yeah, he had to. He took advantage.
Crazy.
Tyreek Hill went down for a little bit. You got to turn it up a little bit, bro. You got to take advantage of
Yeah.
the opportunities. So that game was tough, and I love the Titans quarterback. What's his
Will
Will?
Will
Levis,
Levis.
He brings some
he
energy.
nice, man. He
He
nice.
different.
He's got
He a
some
different
moxie to him.
quarterback.
You
Yeah,
know
like
He
when
what?
he
got
got
some
in D
He does,
moxie
Hop.
to
but
him.
he needs to protect himself a little bit because he
I
took
knew
some
you were
hits
gonna
last
say that,
night.
Tim. I knew
Yeah.
you were gonna say it.
He smacked.
But you know what? That was my favorite play of the game.
Took him
I
No, it
out.
was
He threw
love
great.
that
that.
interception, and that boy
I
said on the
love it.
1 yard line, "I'm gonna
I
get
love
this.
it. I love
We're gonna
it.
get this stop right now." I
I,
loved it.
I don't care
I
about
love
that.
it.
That's great. That's great. I'm
It's
talking about
football,
when he's
baby.
running with the ball, he's
Bro.
running guys over. Like that's
Yeah.
all cool. But then he
Yeah.
runs somebody over and immediately he's on the sideline and they're looking at his shoulder. Like you take it easy
Yeah,
just a
I
little
get
bit.
it.
Don't I
I
mean
understand.
Anthony
Don't take a hit.
Richardson should be a good
That's the
example.
coach talking
Protect
to. That's
yourself.
the coach and you talking.
Yeah,
Don't
I
take a
just
The
hit.
want
player
him
in
to
me
protect
wants to
himself.
just.
Do you like him, Tim?
Oh yeah, I love him. I love
I
him.
still don't. I can't put my finger on it if I
Love.
do yet.
It's the energy, bro.
I love him from the standpoint of I'm not a Titans fan. I thought he was a huge bust coming out of
I
the
am.
draft because he's so stiff and
Low key.
but I like what he does in game. He's a gamer and he's fun to
Yeah,
watch. He makes
yeah,
the
yeah,
Titans
yeah.
fun to watch.
He's
Listen,
like he's Mitchell Trubisky and Josh Allen,
Ooh.
and it's like,
Ooh.
damn, you know what I mean? He
I can
can
see that.
lead your team.
I can
I'm
see
gonna
that.
speak.
I
I'm
love
gonna
you
speak
putting
from
Mitchell in
from
there.
a Titans
I love
fan.
that.
I should have wore some stuff on today as a secondary Titans fan. He's got some moxie about him.
He does,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
He's got to figure it out. He's got to
Yeah.
slow down, right? You have
Yeah.
Derrick Henry. You have Spears, who is really, really coming on. Love that. Love that pickup.
Yeah,
But man, I just say, give this kid a year.
Mm-hmm.
Allow Vrabel to get confidence in him, and I think you're going to see some big play from this kid.
Yeah,
There's a
keep
lot
adding
of good
pieces.
quarterbacks coming in this division.
bro.
This AFC South,
Oh,
it's
Mhm.
nuts.
it's nuts.
It's different.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And T-Law's not even the best quarterback in his own division. And I'm going to
Mm-mm.
say it.
And I don't think he's number 2. Anyways,
That's
my
CJ.
turn. My turn. This is what the hell happened. This is what I told y'all was going to happen when y'all were on that mountain. Y'all were climbing on the top of the mountain. And y'all were screaming from the top of the mountain, the Detroit Lions, the Lions, they're contenders, the Lions. And I don't see it. I
This is a
don't
Vikings
see
fan
it.
in you.
I don't see it. These past couple weeks, they've been in these dog fights.
Yeah.
And they hadn't looked like, sometimes they were just making comebacks. Good job.
Yeah.
But they hadn't
Yeah.
looked very good. And the reason why I know this team, because the Vikings were this team last year. They went 13-4. You know what I mean?
Right.
What a great record.
You're
But
right.
you're in every game. You had to try to come back at the end of games. And they just look like that team. The Chicago Bears, I think, they're kind of the real deal right now.
They're going to play spoiler.
You don't want to
big spoiler.
They're going to play spoiler for sure this year.
on the Lions like the Bears
As
are
well.
pretty good right now. But
Yeah.
the Lions, this is what I worry about. You're a running team. Both of your good running backs, they average 6 yards a carry. That's awesome. Way to go. You know what I mean? and you still lost by 2 touchdowns. That
Yeah,
has
run
to
the
be
ball more.
Was the play action not there? Like what's the
Jared
situation?
Jared Goff was 20 for 35,
Mhm.
161 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions.
Yep.
Dang.
That
He's
Bears
been turning the
defense is
ball
doing
over
some
lately,
things.
not just only in the air, but on the ground as
That's
fumbles.
only those 2 turnovers. Those are 2
Mhm.
scores that didn't happen. They lost by 2 possessions.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And they're running the ball good.
that's
And
tough.
the Lions, I just don't believe them. I think it can get very ugly. Their next stretch, they can easily lose every single game. You heard it here.
Or win them all. But yeah,
Or
Wow.
no,
they're not going to win them all because they're going
if
to
they
lose
win
to the
them all,
Cowboys.
They gotta
They're
play the
gonna
Broncos. Now the only good thing about that is they're
play
playing
the
at home.
Cowboys.
Oh,
They're
gotta
playing
beat
at
your
home.
boys.
They're not going. They're not.
And
gonna
then
do
they
that.
play the
Broncos win,
Vikings
though.
twice. They're
They
gonna
play the
split.
Vikings twice. I don't think
They're
they're
gonna
going to beat
split.
the Broncos. I don't see it.
They should beat
Broncos
the
been
Vikings
winning, bro.
sometimes.
They've been on the
I don't
move.
see it. But
Their
that's not
defense has
that's not
showed up.
what happened. The
Sean
Lions went
Payton's
out
got them
there.
right.
The Lions
Shit.
went out there and they lost the game. The Bears are making an opportunity after a trash season. You love to see it. I love to see the fall of them. But we're going to keep it moving. Let's go to the second quarter. I really like this new quarter because I really wanted to know what's happening because I found out something really crazy today about this quarter. This is the real deal or fake.
Mm.
Who's the real deal right now? This crazy stat that I heard today that in week 15, there are 30 teams in playoff contention. What?
Wow. 30?
Yeah.
30?
Yeah.
There's only 32 teams.
There's
This
like
is going to be
4
a segment for the
There's like
ages.
4 teams in playoff contention right now. Come on, 30.
No, I mean, they're still
No,
playoff contention means,
mathematically, yeah,
it
mathematically.
means mathematically you still have a chance. In
Yeah.
week 15, this is the most teams that have ever been in the mix. In 2023. That just goes to show you how crazy this year of NFL football is. I'm glad we started. Oh, but look, check me out. Who'd you see? That's the real deal. That's going to take it to the next step. And who's just fake? You know what I mean? They're in contention in the week 15, but we know they're not going anywhere.
Hmm.
Mm.
So, Quan, I'm going to actually have you pop this one off because
Go ahead.
I'm curious about your Saints. Who have an opportunity to not only make it to the playoffs as a wild card, but they can still win a division.
Man. I mean,
Good.
man, I mean, we got a chance, bro. Like we gotta get it clicking. We gotta click. If we not clicking, it ain't gonna work, bro. I think we got a chance. I think we got a chance.
But this segment here is not about chances. It's not about chances. Can the Saints do it?
Are they real? Or are they
Take the
fake?
fan out of you.
Okay.
You know you want to get Jaden Daniels.
Okay. I'm gonna remove myself. Nah, to be honest, nah. We're not. Like we're not gonna take over. We're not gonna do anything this year. I think the best is what we have done so far. Point blank period, bro.
Which is mid.
Yeah, I think it's because it's very mid. We expect
So who
so
do you
much.
since you already say y'all can't do it, who do you have winning y'all's division? It's a 3-way tie.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Tampa. I'm gonna shoot for Tampa to win the division.
I mean, does it matter who wins that division, really?
You're just saying this because you want Jaden Daniels.
You know, I think it does. I think everybody's gonna make a big deal out of, hey, there's only gonna be one good team out of that division that kind of beat up on each other, but they're gonna get a home game. That matters. That matters in the playoffs, especially with these guys. With these guys that we know have choked before.
Listen,
every single one of them.
Are 6 and 7 currently.
Dude, it's not like they're getting blown out though. They're not getting blown out.
The only team I think that could beat a team that would surprise you at home would be Tampa.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of Baker Mayfield and his playoff experience, and that.
Don't just say Baker Mayfield in his one game of playoff experience. You act like that defense had won a Super Bowl.
Look, it's the same defense. Nothing changed.
Baker Mayfield is second to a Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah, but the secondary for Tampa Bay is just not good anymore. It's not.
but
It's the Achilles heel of that team because now you got to go put up
I don't think
points
they're going to
with
win
the
a
other
playoff
team.
game.
Defense-
But we act like New Orleans defense isn't a really good defense.
it's good. It's the defense.
They're at
is
least
great.
top 10. Are they not?
But oh yeah, definitely top 10. But the offense got to put points on the board.
Well, I mean, but you did score 28. You got Derek, but hey, Derek Carr had 2 touchdowns last game. He never throws any half the time. Right? He's finally healthy. But it's just you just got to score some points, man.
You got to be
So
consistent,
if
bro.
it's not the Saints, you know what I mean, clearly you probably don't think it's going to be the Buccaneers. Who's the real deal in the NFC? This is the side you get to watch the most of. Who's the real deal in the NFC?
And the entire NFC?
Oh,
I'm asking Quan, yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna say Niners, bro.
They're the real deal.
Play calling, the scheme on both defense and offense is crazy, and they fly everywhere on offense and defense. They do almost everything right that I see. Like, man, I would love to play for that offense. Like,
So
I got them.
You got 49ers. I'm gonna list you off a couple of names of some other teams that are right there in the hunt.
Okay.
And out of these teams, who's fake? Cowboys, the Falcons, the Vikings, the Lions, the Packers, the Rams.
Oh, Rams. Definitely the Rams, bro. I ain't sold on the Rams this year. They haven't really showed me anything. Not like that. This impresses me. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody else has something going for them. I feel like they have a chance.
Well, I mean, you say that, and they have the exact same record as the good teams in your division.
Facts. This is very true.
The
but
Rams just took Baltimore to overtime.
But did they win?
They didn't win,
They're
but
the only
their special
NFC
teams
team that's even put up a fight.
That's ever done that. Lamar's 19-1 versus NFC teams.
Yeah. So it's pretty impressive what they did.
I'm not.
You see why I don't want to see him in the Super Bowl? It's like
I'm not sold on the Rams, bro.
It's like really,
bro. I'm not sold on the Rams, man. That's just me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
I mean, you don't think Stafford's getting hot at the right moment? He's kind of putting up some numbers in the last 4 games.
I feel like it takes like one thing, and he's gonna go down the slump. You know, messing up again. That's my opinion, bro.
Okay. No, hey.
Could be.
That's your opinion. You can have that. All right, you can have that. So I like what I heard. AFC. Who's the real deal?
Ooh.
Because it's kind of weird over there.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on over there.
And I don't think the AFC is as good as the NFC. It's kind of weird over there.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to go with Baltimore. I don't know. Something is telling me to pick them, bro.
Just say that too.
Yeah,
it did because I want to I like KC. I like Pat Mahomes. I like the whole offensive play calling Andy we got going over there. I love it, and I like to see him doing good, and I expect him to do better this year too. But you know, Lamar Jackson is on one, and he has the weapons this year, and the defense looks good too. And I can't really deny them because they had the best record in the AFC. And this I guess this Rams game, you know, it was kind of a close game, and that was like kind of a scare to them.
And that was a team. That was a team you just got through saying is fake.
Nah, for sure it was, and I feel like they played down a level. Like they didn't play like they should be playing. That's my opinion.
Defense wasn't looking right.
I think that is the Rams right there.
You know what I mean?
Defense wasn't looking right.
The Ravens to me are very eagle-ish. They win a lot of their games.
It gave me confidence, though.
And you know they got punched in the mouth by Cleveland a few weeks ago. I don't know. They're number 1 seed, but they're the type of team that that hasn't shown me that they're the best team in the AFC yet. Except their record shows that. But when I watch them,
the difference between them and the Eagles, they actually play defense though.
Yeah. They play defense for sure.
They're playing much better defense.
Let's turn it over to you, Tim. I mean, who is the real deal for you? I mean, since you're on it.
In the NFC, it's 2 teams. It's the 49ers and the Cowboys. The
Period.
Eagles are
I
obviously going to
expect
be in the
that.
playoffs. The Lions are going to be in the playoffs. I think the Packers are ascending and will stay. Will stay. I think the Rams will take the Vikings, or the Packers will move up, take the Vikings spot. The Vikings are going to drop down. I hate to say it. I don't know if the
It's such a
Vikings can win another game this year.
it's
The
such a crazy
Rams
conversation to have and to
Whoa.
will go up.
hear somebody say
Yeah,
that the Packers are ascending after losing to Tommy DeVito.
I know, but the Giants got something working. The Giants are playing like the Bears right now, so the Giants are also doing some spoiler stuff.
Mm.
I feel like the Packers are just, I mean, they lost the game last night. Weird game. I think they're going to be fine. I think their schedule plays out well for them. I think the Packers are going to sneak in. I really do. I think they'll be the second team from the North. I think the Lions will stay where they are. They'll probably win a couple more games this year. But the Cowboys are going to end up probably the fifth seed, to be fair, because the Eagles' schedule, unless they just fall completely on their faces, is very easy moving forward. The Cowboys have a couple tough matchups. So it'd be the Cowboys playing the winner of that NFC West division, and I'm not really worried about that at all. So Cowboys,
AFC side.
49ers to me are the number two teams
Yeah. Okay.
in there. The AFC,
Respect.
the AFC is a
touch
little
on
bit
it.
muddier. The AFC
I didn't like it all the
Okay.
way, but I'll touch on it.
That's fair. The AFC is a little muddier. The Ravens right now, clearly the number one seed again. When I watch them, I don't feel like they're the best team I've watched over the weekend, but they're the number one seed. I don't think that they're going to lose that. The Dolphins will probably end up in that 2-seed spot. They'll probably stay there as long as Tyreek Hill is healthy. What I learned last night is that if Tyreek Hill is not 100%, the Dolphins are pretty pooish on offense, and that's scary for them.
Oh,
That's very scary for them.
oh, they've been on a downhill. They've been falling downhill
Yeah,
since Jalen Phillips got hurt. Because to me, after Tyreek Hill, the next best player on that team was Jalen Phillips. And ain't nobody talking about it. And he's out for the season.
Yeah.
And now Tyreek's out. And then they got punched in the mouth by the lowly Titans.
Yeah. I mean, they took one on the chin.
Titans.
They've taken a couple on the chin this year. The Chiefs, at some point, as much as I want to believe in the Chiefs because of who the Chiefs are, and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, something's not right there. There's something missing in the ingredients. I don't believe in Jacksonville at all. I'll tell you, my sleeper team in the AFC right now is the Cleveland Browns because of what Joe Flacco came out and did. Off the couch, 300 yards. He looked like Baltimore Raven Joe Flacco. I feel like the the Cleveland Browns are going to surprise somebody, maybe two somebodies, and end up playing the Ravens in the AFC title game. Like it could be that sort of
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked either. I think the Steelers will find themselves on the outside looking in.
I would not be shocked now.
I won't be shocked.
I think the Steelers will find.
You heard it first, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first.
I think the Steelers will find themselves on the outside looking in. I think the Colts with Minshew Magic will stay maybe at that 7 seed, and then it's going to be the Texans or the Broncos, and that's going to depend to me on how long CJ is out. Because without CJ, I don't see them winning many games, right? The Broncos need to get back on track. So one of those teams I think are going to take the Steelers spot in the AFC.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Man, that was a lot. I love it.
Is that too much?
No, that was great. I mean, this is great content.
Talk to me. Who's the real deal? Who's fake out here?
Listen, it's a lot going on here, but we can always say, are we going to talk about first the NFC or the AFC?
It doesn't matter, man. This is your floor.
Man. Dealer's choice.
It's going to come down to a few teams, I feel. I mean, I feel like there's some teams in the fight, but the top teams to me are the 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Baltimore Ravens, and Kansas City, and Cleveland, right? Because to attest what Tim was saying, let's talk about the AFC. Cleveland still has a really, really good defense, right? They also got a good running game, right? Joe Flacco has really jumped off the couch and has stepped into a leadership role and has galvanized this offense in saying, hey, we can still go. I can still throw this ball 80 plus yards,
Yeah.
right? I'm not saying just deep ball, but Joe Flacco, and I attested to this during
It's
the
the
QB
best
huddle.
offense has looked all year.
Right. I attested to this.
Yeah.
Think about Joe Flacco's career.
Hmm.
Joe Flacco's career was in Baltimore, correct?
Yeah.
What is Baltimore known for? Great defense, tough,
Ooh,
tenacious. Who was his running back? Ray Rice, right? Hard runner, right? They're tough, physical. All you need to do is take care of the ball, make big plays when you need to. You don't have to put it all on you. That's been his entire career. And when it happens, the last time Flacco was in the playoffs during that MVP run for Super Bowl, dude, he lit it up.
He put himself
He
in the
lit it
Hall of
up.
Fame.
He understands what he is, and he understands the team around him.
Mhm.
I feel like they can suffocate Baltimore if they run into him. I feel like Kansas City would be a problem too, right? I feel like they would suffocate Mahomes to a degree.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna say just those are the top teams, I think Miami's pretenders. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Thank you for finally joining.
I don't because for
Thank you.
once I looked at Tua, and we have similar offenses, right? We have similar schematic styles, right? The only thing we don't have is a Tyreek Hill because nobody in the world has a Tyreek Hill, right? He's one of one. Okay, he takes the top off, but when you take that guy away and you take away Tua's first read, he
Yeah.
struggles getting inside and outside the pocket effectively to create different throws for himself.
He's got very
And
slow feet.
He's got very slow feet. It's slippery. He's not on time. He's not on the balls of his feet. It doesn't look smooth. He didn't look comfortable last. And the Titans do have a great, defensive line. They get pressure all the time,
They do.
right? But
Mhm.
you can't be one-dimensional. And
Yeah,
I think the Dolphins' defense isn't good enough to sustain, success against Kansas City, against Buffalo, against
I just told you why.
Baltimore.
Hey,
I
there's
just
one
told you
team.
why. I'm telling you,
It's a huge
Billups
fall
played
when he
such a major role on that
Yeah.
team.
absolutely.
There's another
And-
team that we forgot about.
Let's talk. Who?
And
Denver
we
Broncos.
forgot about this team because their quarterback is hurt for the year. But meanwhile, they've gone on a 2-game win streak, and they have the Colts this weekend, and that's the Cincinnati Bengals, who have the same record as the Bengals, the Colts, the Texans, and the Broncos.
I don't think their defense is good enough.
But are
I
they
don't.
good enough to sneak in? And if they sneak in, can Jake Browning
Yes.
do
Are
anything?
we talking about sneaking in? Or are we talking about the real deal? It ain't no. It ain't
Is
no
their
ifs,
defense
ands,
not
or
good?
buts. Like
No, their
they're
defense
good.
wasn't good.
It's-
Their
it's
defense
average
wasn't
they're
as
good.
shit.
okay. They're
Hey,
okay.
yeah.
They make great in-game adjustments. Like that defensive coordinator does a very good job because
Yeah.
I mean, hell, he
I'll
beat the
take-
hell out
look,
of us. So
They got bailed out. They have a really, really good defensive line. It's one of
Yeah.
the best units in the NFL. But
Yeah.
behind them, the secondary, they're missing a lot of pieces.
Yeah, they
And
did.
the
They lost
secondary
a
is
lot.
not very good. They just get bailed out. So, they can't really get in these shootouts. They can't afford to. Which will
the sleeper.
are you done, sir?
No, not yet. I still
Okay.
got more,
Okay,
sir.
no,
Because we
keep
ain't
going.
even talked about the damn NFC. So
Keep
let me
going, 'cause
go.
I was getting ready to
Let me
crack
go
my
with my
knuckles.
sleeper.
I was
Let
getting
me
ready to
go with
crack
my
him up.
sleeper. Let me go with my sleeper. I can't give up on Josh Allen. Can't.
You
I
can't.
can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I
Bro.
can't.
Josh is different.
I
He's
can't,
built
bro.
different.
He's a dog.
He's
He's
built
gonna
different.
lay it all on the line.
They're going to be
Yeah.
Now,
7-7 at the
this
end of the
team
It's
ain't
kind of
worth shit.
interesting because I
Cook
know
is coming alive.
we've been a little aggressive on them, especially
can't
over
give up
here.
on 'em.
I have. What I mean? They
Yeah.
got to step it up. But if you go win this weekend, this is
Yeah.
such a big game.
Yeah.
This is such a
They're
big
not going
game.
to win this week.
Yeah.
But if you do,
That's the thing.
now
gonna win, bro.
everybody's mind it feels different now.
Yeah, if
Put
they win
something on
this
it,
week,
Tim.
they're back in it. If they win
Put
this
something on
Everybody
it,
feels
Tim.
different now. They'll be the talk of Monday.
Yeah.
Brother, they got the Cowboys, the Chargers, the Patriots, the Dolphins. They can win those
They can
games
win those games.
easily.
They
Now,
can go run the
Easily,
table.
Easily. They're not beating Dallas easily.
listen.
Yeah, they're down here.
You got
Philly. They're
fast,
not
twitchy.
keeping
You got a fast, twitchy
Easily is
Stephon
wild to say.
Diggs
No, there's nothing
on
easy about
Gilmore.
it. Because they're not the better team. Don't get it twisted.
We know they're not the better team, but I talked to my boy
But
about
they
it.
could go win this game, and they go win this game. That's gonna get. This is their playoff right now.
Well, Mike
'Cause if they go
McCarthy
beat the
said some
Cowboys-
things, by the way,
Correct.
Mike McCarthy said the same thing. He said every game's a playoff game. So you know what? If that's what Buffalo wants to do, approach this like a playoff game, then we'll be happy to go into Buffalo and end their damn season.
Listen. There's something. Listen, guys. There's something about Buffalo and the cold weather, and you guys aren't too good about playing in the cold. You're damn near going to Canada, bro.
Y'all different
in
team.
December.
Y'all are a different team out there in the cold.
Yeah.
Y'all
You're going to Canada, bro. Like
this isn't
the same game. This ain't no fairy tale football show. You're not in the dome, buddy.
So the Bills are the real deal. Do we all feel like the Bills are the real deal?
It's going to be 46 and cloudy on Sunday. It's going to be a beautiful day for football.
Sure.
46 and cloudy in Buffalo. So
in the NFC, it's the Niners, Cowboys, Eagles. That's a 3-way. I don't think I'm sold on the Lions anymore.
Okay, are you done?
Yep, over with.
So I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this, and I'm so glad that you ended it the way you ended it, because I keep hearing about the trio. That's all I hear about is the trio. You know, I mean, the Cowboys, the 49ers, and then the Eagles. And the Eagles have been looking pretty trash for the past 4 or 5 weeks. They've been bailed out by some refs, but they haven't really looked good, even in some of the wins. I don't believe them. I believe they are fake. But if they get the 1 seed, then we all are in trouble. If they get the 1 seed, don't let them get the 1 seed. We don't want to play in Philly. Nobody wants to play in Philly. Point blank. No. Don't do it.
No.
Can't happen. Nobody's going to win. They're going to the championship game if they do. But they won't.
We're going to win. We're going to beat that ass again because we did it in Philly.
Hey, y'all had your chance here. Hold on now. Okay, so the 49ers are the big bad wolf, right? The big bad wolf. They just beat up on everybody, didn't they? Yeah, but guess what? They couldn't get past the 50 but one time against the Vikings. So, Tim, I'm sick of the disrespect. The Vikings are the real deal. What that defense did, I didn't talk about it and what the hell happened, but y'all praised the Browns defense. Y'all praised the Ravens defense, but there's another defense that's balling too.
Y'all have no offense.
Zero offense.
Stop.
Listen, you gotta have some offense.
Look, I just heard you give praise to Joe.
It took 2 quarterbacks to get 100 yards, bro. No.
I just heard praise Joe Flacco off the couch and called him a contender.
Joe Flacco threw for 311 yards. You didn't have 2 quarterbacks combined for 200 yards or 1 touchdown.
He only played 6 minutes.
Against the Raiders, dog. Come on, man.
6 minutes.
Awful.
He did that in 6 minutes. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen against those Bengals that you were just praising this weekend when we go to Cincinnati and that defense keeps playing the way they've been playing.
You might not want to watch that game.
Hey, guess what? The defense is still going to be a top 3 unit just like they have been for the past 6 weeks.
Playing right now.
They're playing football.
I love your passion.
They're playing football. And for a 49ers fan to be laughing that hard, and like I said, they have literally obliterated everybody else.
Doing this with
but stop. We've annihilated you in the playoffs with Jimmy Garoppolo not even throwing a pass. I don't care about the regular season.
Weeks ago, when you struggled to get past the 50.
But we still scored 17 points and gave ourselves a chance to win, Stefan. You guys didn't even score anything. You scored 5 points.
Common denominator with this team that I'm talking about, the Vikings, and another team that I think is the real deal. Another team I think is the real deal, I think it's the Atlanta Falcons. And the reason why is because if you go to the playoffs, if you win your division, you do have to play a home game, and I think that matters. You know what I mean? I don't think they're better than the teams that's been named. You know what I mean? I don't think they're better than the 49ers. I'm not going to go that far and say they're better than the Cowboys. You know what I mean? They're not better than the Eagles. But if one of those teams have to go to Atlanta and play, it just might hit a little different. So I think they're the real deal for that reason, because somebody has to win the NFC South. And if it's going to be them, I think they for that reason, they're going to be the real deal. And I like that defense. They play good defense. Defense wins championships. They are one of the defenses that are playing damn good.
So we're talking about Atlanta?
I am talking about Atlanta.
Is the real deal?
But the tops, hold on, sir. Let me speak. The tops of the NFC is the 49ers. The 49ers are showing you why they are the best team in the NFL right now. I think the Cowboys have the best player in the NFL right now today. I said it last week, and I'll say it again. MVP Prescott, they have the best player, but the best team right now is the NFC. In the NFC, in the AFC, to me, is the 49ers. What they're doing on both sides of the ball is incredible. Is Charvez Ward hurt?
He's okay. He escaped. Yeah, he's good.
He's escaped.
He's good. Him and Hargrove.
Okay,
yeah, they're both good. They're both good.
They're going to be in trouble if he is hurt.
Yeah.
On the AFC side, look, I really like the Baltimore Ravens. I don't think that scare that happened against the Rams was anything. I think they played a team that's really feisty. They're right in the mix for a playoff race. I think that's a really good roster right now on the offensive side of the ball. Kyron Williams is playing out his mind. So that game against the Ravens, it just didn't do that much against the Rams, it didn't do that much for me. I think the Ravens are still the real deal because, again, I'm going to keep staying with the same thing. You don't want to go play in Baltimore. It's going to suck. You got to go play that game in Baltimore, especially if they get a bye. That's going to suck. The Dolphins are pretenders. They're absolute pretenders to me, man. I'm tired of talking about it. I don't want to see it. Here's my other pretender, and I'm going to throw y'all for a loop. My other pretender is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Thank you.
I didn't believe you.
I'm with
I didn't believe you. And then Trevor Lawrence, y'all's guy got hurt. He's not even that good, but hey, he's hurt. So, and it doesn't look the same. Christian Kirk is out.
What was the injury on Christian Kirk there?
Kirk is on IR.
Like, what happened to him?
Can't think of all I know is the guy's on IR. They are in trouble. That schedule is not favorable right now either. You know what I'm saying? They got some games that they can easily lose. You heard it here first. They might not make the playoffs.
Ooh.
That's a big.
Indy takes this #1 seed.
They might not make the playoffs, and I can't wait to
win their division.
I told y'all the Colts schedule is just favorable. You know what I mean? I still do like what the Texans are doing that. They are kind of beat up as well. Their schedule is just a bit easier. That's what happens when you finish fourth in the division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just kind of think they're the pretenders over there. I really still want to keep my faith in KC. I think all of this happening right now is just so perfect for their story. You know what I mean? Oh, everybody counted them out. You know, it's a different storyline that
I'm not.
I'm not. They were.
Now with that dude at quarterback.
I'm only going to highlight one other team right now because everybody else pretty much sucks. But we already talked about the Bills, but I think you better watch out for the Broncos. I think after the Broncos this weekend, they go beat the Lions. Everybody's going to say, damn, maybe the Broncos are like that because we thought the Lions were like that. But I think the Broncos have a chance to really kind of show that they are the real deal and fit in there. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
That's
I like the Broncos.
Yeah.
Good assessment, gentlemen.
Good assessment. Y'all had anything else? Anything else?
No.
Pat Mahomes out.
We good.
Halftime. Yes. Guys, if y'all haven't followed us yet, y'all are tripping. I'm tired of it. Come find us at the Couch Coach Club. That is at the Couch Coach Club everywhere. We've been spitting that fire. Y'all been missing it. What is wrong? Everybody that listens to this show, they talk to us like, man, all right again. Again. You did it again. You smart guys. You buckos. We're just the guys that are smarter than the guys who make millions, and we're proving it here on the Couch Coach. Please lock in with us. If you haven't locked in with the QB Huddle podcast, please go lock in with the QB Huddle podcast. Tim, Jitsu, and Nui are absolutely on fire every single week where they do a special deeper dive into the quarterback play. And quarterback play is crazy because if you didn't know, we were setting a record last year on how many quarterbacks started a game, and we're already approaching that same record this year.
Yep.
They only need 2 more starts, 2 more quarterbacks to start this year, and we will break the record for most quarterbacks started in an NFL season. Guys, this is crazy. Quarterback play is all-time, I don't know.
We just talked about it.
You better lock in with the QB Huddle podcast.
Stay tuned to it.
Yeah.
We just talked about that this week and all the injuries, and next week look for us to be live. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're gonna go live, man. It should be a fun one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
absolutely.
I'm gonna be an
Our
asshole.
producer is away at Christmas holiday, so we're going live. Come
Yeah,
join
Couch
us.
Coach may
Come
be
talk to us.
live, by the way, Stefan.
Oh,
So
That's right.
you
We
just
didn't tell
got
you that,
this.
Stefan, but
You just
Couch
got
Coach
this in
live,
2 weeks
live,
of
live.
live.
2 weeks alive. Let's go.
Straight
Let's go.
promo. Roman come in here. It's all good. We kicking it.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's. Hey, look, I'm really excited about this next segment, man. So I don't want to talk too much. There's no more game planning to go. Are y'all ready to run out of the tunnel?
Let's roll.
yeah.
Back out of
Yeah.
halftime. Let's go. We're gonna call a few plays. The plays were good. Some of them suck, but we're gonna run them anyways. Let's go. Third quarter. I really like this quarter. This is the pigskin stock market. Basically, how that work, Quan? Who's your risers? Who's your fallers? I'm gonna need a team that's rising, a team that's falling, a player that's rising, and a player that's falling. But we'll get to that next. But team, who's rising out there for you right now?
And like in NFC, AFC, it doesn't matter.
Period. Just one team. It's a fluid list. It moves every week. Who
does move.
changed your mind this week?
Man, who? I mean, okay, I'm not. Cowboys did, bro. Cowboys.
Who?
Yeah, they So yeah, Cowboys.
They've
Fooled
never
me
been on
on.
here either. This is
They
the
haven't
first.
really.
Not
They
as a riser.
This
Listen.
is
I mean, yeah,
first.
as a riser, yeah, for me, because I'm a Saints fan for one, so I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like
Right.
them at all. But this weekend, bro, they showed me some things. They showed me they can put everything together and just play as a unit on both sides of the ball. They shut Jalen Hurts down, and they made it look good, made it look easy, and they capitalized on it because last game they lost by I think possession or something like that. But they took advantage of this game, and it really just like it stood out to me. So that game was my riser really. It was my riser. So yeah.
Okay. Who's your faller this week?
Faller. I want to say I want to. I almost got two, but
Hit him.
I'm KC because
It's fair.
KC
Ooh,
It's fair.
I like it.
Gotta
KC
line up
for
on
one.
sides, bro.
They won 4 out of 6. They lost 4 out of 6 games.
Ouch.
Yeah, KC, bro.
Pretty bad.
They're
You
struggling.
shouldn't be losing like that, bro. Pat Mahomes, you shouldn't be
No.
losing like that. You should be taking advantage.
Not
You
at
should be
all.
using your weapons. But they was my father, for sure. And I want to say the Dolphins. I want to say they're my other fathers because I kind of had some kind of hope that this weekend, that this Monday game was like, all right, we gonna see, and they let me down. So they're them two teams are my my bust, I guess you could say in a way.
Gotcha.
I expected more, but yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Tim. Riser.
Yeah,
Fallers.
Quan kind of took mine, but I'm going to dive a
Did
little
he?
bit more into it. The
Oh.
Dallas Cowboys, man, they have ascended. They have won 5 games in a row since the Philly game, and since the 49er game, they've won 7 of 8. Dak's up for the MVP since
Yeah.
week 6. He leads in TD passes with 23 to just 2 interceptions. The closest quarterback to him is Brock Purdy with just 16 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. So put that into some perspective. We got a tough schedule coming up. We do have to play the Bills. We do have to play Miami in Miami. But I think Mike McCarthy, I've heard Dak say it, they're looking forward to these games because these are playoff type games that get you ready. And being that Mike McCarthy has that Super Bowl experience and these guys are getting hot in December, which is when you need to get hot, the Cowboys are my riser for sure. My faller, you talked about it, the Philadelphia Eagles. 7 of their first 10 wins were by 1 possession. Some of that self-inflicted by other teams, some of that inflicted by the Zebras. So you got to take some of that with a grain of salt, right? They weren't playing great. We all agree they should have lost to the Chiefs and the Bills. That would have been 4 losses in a row had they done that. They've lost the last 2 games back-to-back to NFC playoff teams by a combined score of 75-32.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
75-32 combined score. 6 of those 32 points came from the strip sack of Dak this past weekend. So their offense has been absolutely trash. Jalen Hurts has been in the garbage juice twice in the QB huddle in a row. He has 15 turnovers on the year, so I never want to hear about him in MVP in 2023 again. They've got an easy schedule on paper. However, you have to go to Seattle. That's not an easy place to play. And then you're going to have to play in New York in the last game of the year, and that game could put them right back in the 5th seed. So that's what I'm here for. I look for New York to play spoiler to the Eagles at the end of the season. Eagles are the faller. Yes, sir. And I love it. Next.
Ooh.
Next.
Well, my risers, since you want to talk about the Cowboys, and everybody wants to talk about the Cowboys, let's talk about the team, the Niners.
Yeah.
5-game winning streak after going 0-3, laying some ducks. However, got our boys back. Since we've had our boys, we are 9-0 when we have our whole team together. In the past 2 years, we are 22-0 when we have our full team together. Now, good thing is, hey, we're number 1 seed. We're riding high right now. Let's not get over, exaggerate this thing. Let's just stay the course. These boys are putting in work. They acquired Chase Young, which was fantastic, right? Yeah, I think that was a great pick, right? So now we got Debo and Trent back. We got some things rolling. So
Debo's playing out his mind.
Debo is crazy good, bro. He's
Oh,
such a bully, bro.
Goodness gracious.
My faller, to be honest right now, is the Kansas City Chiefs. They've lost 4 of 6 games. This is a gut check. Despite what happened with Pat Mahomes off the field, I mean, just being emotional. We've all been there, right?
Yeah.
But he went to bat for his teammate, which he was totally in the wrong. It's your job as a quarterback to make sure that your guy is set on the line of scrimmage and he's not in the neutral zone. That is still your job. I feel like right now we are starting to see, is Mahomes being exposed in such a small degree? Because we're talking about his receivers dropping all of these passes, when in reality we can only remember probably a handful, but the rest of them have been at people's feet and knees, and like you've seen the incompletions, and it's like, oh, that's totally on the receivers. Your job as a quarterback to deliver in that small window. You've got to be accurate. Now, what he's doing, he's regressing, I think, from where he was last year. Because I told Tim on the QB huddle, that ankle injury was the best thing that could have happened to him, because it allows him to sit and dissect things, and he looked like an absolute stud. Now he's getting a little bit more erratic. So is it the Kansas City defense? No, they're not, because they're a top 5 defense the entire year. Or is it Mahomes' inability to be more consistent than what we're accustomed to seeing, right? It's just unfortunate right now that he's not playing very good, and he's displaying this type of emotion right now. Is he going to get back on track? I don't know, but I still think they're a legitimate team, but he's going to have to go on the road for the first time ever in his career. And guess where he might go? To probably Baltimore or Cleveland. Good luck, bruh. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck, bro.
Never count him out, though. Never count him out.
No, never count him out. He's doing great, but he's hitting some adversity right now.
Oh,
so
yeah, the whole team.
We'll see. He's never had to go through it.
You're right.
That's crazy to say. And he's been in the league for how long? Like 5-6 years?
Right?
Jesus, what a stud.
Hey, everybody goes through it, right? Tom, how many years did people sit up here and say the Patriots are done? Tom Brady is done. The dynasty is done. And at the end of the year, the Patriots are in the damn Super Bowl. So
listen,
I
believe Pat Mahomes is the only quarterback that can catch Tom Brady. I truly believe that.
Yeah, I think that's it too.
That's fair.
I don't think it's because that nobody's that good. I think it's because there's way too many of them that are good.
Yeah.
It's a loaded league, man.
They're just going to be beating up on each other.
Balanced.
You know what
I mean,
Yep.
I don't know.
It's a loaded league, man.
Is it my go?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to this. You know what I mean? Because this is a team that's been kind of up and down all damn year. You know what I mean? They had the brutal beginning of this season, but last game was very interesting. The Jets had a statement win.
They did.
Yes, they did.
Win that's like not getting talked about because it was like a playoff game to them, because if they lost, they're out. But when when they won the game, it's such a statement because Houston was riding on this high. Houston might even go win their division You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, bro, they beat them 30-6. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about
30 piece.
They were slapping them around. C.J. Stroud has been balling. That man didn't throw for 100
Bro,
yards. He threw
CJ
for
had his
91
welcome.
yards.
He
He
had
had his
welcome
garbage
to the
juice
NFL
moment.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had. I'm talking about got smacked. They
Didn't I
couldn't
call
run the ball.
this last week? Didn't I call this?
And remember, I did too, sir. I said them big did too, sir. That you didn't want to go play them Jets right now. And I said, guess what? That boy Zach Wilson starting. Hold up, Zach.
Zach
Hold
was
up,
on
Zach.
fire.
Zach.
Milfy Milf.
He should have won
The
touchdowns.
Milf Slayer.
A couple weeks ago, I told y'all if the Jets want to be the real deal, they better
Yeah.
start running the ball with Brees Hall. And guess what? If you want to win, run the ball with Brees Hall. Do y'all remember them bars? Man, Brees Hall went out
We
there
did.
10 carries, only had 40 yards. It didn't matter because Zach Wilson was playing out of his damn mind. The Jets were balling, bro. They are my
Yeah.
risers this week. If you keep this up,
Love
you
it.
definitely got a schedule that you can go win. I would
Mhm.
not be surprised if they go pop the Dolphins this coming up week. And then they can just roll.
Oh,
They can just
yeah.
All hell breaks loose
just
then.
roll.
Okay.
You beat the Dolphins. Then you got the Commanders. They trying to work for that pick. You know what I mean? Look, if you go play the Browns, y'all play the same. Y'all are almost the same team. You know what I mean? So you can go beat the Browns, and then you go end it with the Patriots, who are trying to get the right quarterback in the draft.
Patriots.
They can go win these games. I don't know. I like it.
It's
A-Rod
doable.
might be on the field by then. You never know.
I don't.
Would
Do,
you let him play? Would
do
you
you
let him
even
play?
want to play? If
I
Zach
don't
Wilson,
want him to. I don't want him to.
No, I don't want him to, man.
Zach
That'd be
Wilson
the
keeps this
dumbest.
up, then no, I don't. No, you good, my
That'd be
boy.
the dumbest mistake
I
they
don't think
do.
that's good, bro.
We
Hmm.
do.
I don't think you do that. Yeah, Zach
Nah.
deserved this moment, man. Let him have it.
Yeah.
Moment. Let him
Let
dance.
him have
Yeah.
it.
Let him have it.
Let him have it.
Let him
Let him
have it.
dance
Look, I
real quick.
touched on this team already earlier, but I wanna keep it going even more. The
Mhm.
Jacksonville Jaguars are in trouble. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
This team is
Oh,
falling, and it's
yeah.
happening
They
so
are.
fast that I don't think people can they can really realize how bad it is. Their division right now, they're not winning their division anymore
Mhm.
by too much. It's only one game. They're only one game up on the Colts. They're only one game up on the Texans. And it's just a tough road. It's a very bumpy road to the point where if they didn't make the playoffs, it just wouldn't surprise me. They're falling. And there's not too much else to say about that. Players
Mm.
go on. If you had a player out there that you think is rising, who's been balling, who balled out this week, who showed their ass, who's your riser player, who's your faller player?
Uh, my rising player is Hobo for the Titans, the quarterback for the Titans, second
Will
biggest game.
Levis.
Will Levis.
Yeah.
Levis.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, that game last night had me so live, and seeing
He
him
was
beat
hype.
the energy, like
He a
that's what,
dog, bro.
like quarterbacks like that is a quarterback I want to play with.
You gonna play
Like,
for him. Yeah.
get me lit, bro, so I can get
Yeah.
turned up too. You know,
Yeah.
but he's my riser for sure. And uh, my bust, I guess, would, in my opinion, uh, just based off like attitude, I think is a DK.
Oh,
You took mine.
Uh,
So good.
listen,
That's a good one. That's a good one. Because I was
is
gonna light him up.
fam, because for one, bro, I'm a receiver, so I'm in everything about the receiver. Uh, and just the body language, the whole game, he was getting like I won't say picked on, but he was getting his head was getting played with, so he didn't handle it the right way, and I
He
feel
didn't
like they
handle it like D
made
Hop did.
you
Such a
no,
slap dick.
let's turn up,
no.
bro. You ain't
He's
gotta talk.
roided up. He's got.
You gotta
I'm
turn up,
calling it.
bro.
I know
Yo,
Bernard's gonna test it.
He
He gonna
soufflexed.
kill.
Oh
He's
boy.
on something, bro.
Well, you got to be able to control your passion in the game. It's other ways, bro. I feel like if he would have controlled himself, they could have, made it a game. I feel like he kind of messed it up for him,
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my rise and my falling for this week, as far as players. So yeah,
I mean, I want to touch on DK real quick because I don't
okay,
like his antics. You know what I mean? But the
Yeah.
reason why I
yeah,
don't like it, you know what I'm saying?
He's
Because I'm
very
the type of
mid.
person like, bro, like why make me turn up like this? You know what I mean? Like you know how our rules go. You know I can't
yeah.
touch you and you can't touch
But,
me. So why do
yeah,
Right.
all of
man,
this? You know what I mean?
you
Like
got
what
to
are you
Right.
control
proving,
yourself,
bro?
bro. Hey,
Like,
bro,
you know
you
what I
in
mean?
the
Chill
league.
out, man. Like, yeah, and guess what? It's not like you're winning games. You're not winning games for this team.
Mm-mm.
Right.
You're not
No.
turning over. You're not taking over games.
See, he's still childish in the mind, bro. It's a mind thing.
Shitbird. It's what we
Listen,
call
like
shitbirds, Q.
so when he got there, who was his mentor at Seattle? Who was DK's mentor, like far as receivers when he got there? Do you have one? Do you
I
have
mean,
anybody?
Tyler
I'm assuming
Lockett?
probably Tyler Lockett.
But
Yeah.
they like what 2 years older than him, or something like that. He ain't that much
No,
older
no,
than him. But
he's way younger.
you don't like. Do you think Tyler Lockett was like, bro? Let me teach you the ropes of the game and how to control your anger on the field. Like you gotta have somebody that's gonna take you
He needs a
and
Chris Carter on his team.
you feel me? Somebody that's gonna be
Yeah,
like, hey, young fella, like chill out. This is how you
he needs to
going.
change the scenery.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's little things like that in the game that'll change a player, and that's just coming off of like experience in college. Like I had
Right.
that same experience, so coming from Cedar Hill, going to a D2 school, and feeling like, hey, I can't be touched, and getting humbled freshman year is like, all right, from a guy that's been there before, it's like, yeah, bro, let me take a step back and reevaluate myself and how to be a better
Right.
player like that, Hall of Famer. You feel me? So that's my whole thing
Right.
about that. I didn't like his attitude.
Me
That
neither.
turned me off. It didn't do anything for me. Like, bro, you better than that. You getting
Yeah.
paid millions. Check your attitude.
Yeah.
Check
Straight
it.
up.
That's it. But yeah, that's me, bro.
Tim,
That's yeah.
Tim,
Yeah.
Riser,
Yes, sir.
Baller.
I'm going to enjoy
Who you
this.
got
My
this week?
riser is, you kind of touched on it, Justin Fields. This guy, since he came back
Mm,
from his injury, he's shown a lot of moxie. I feel like, and I've been saying this the whole time, I feel like he's earned the right to stay in Chicago.
Yes.
19 of 33 this week,
Let him stay.
223, a touchdown, 58 additional yards on the ground with another touchdown, making big play after big play.
He's being
they get
responsible.
he
Listen,
has to.
when they get Marvin Harrison Jr. in there, and you've already got DJ Moore, who is ridiculous, this is going to
That's
be a team to be
nasty.
reckoned with for a
Nasty.
while
He's
offensively.
so
right?
worried about them, man.
Oh yeah,
He's
you should
nasty.
be. You should be. Now,
Golly.
leave it to the Bears to mess this up and let Justin
Right.
go to
Let the
Atlanta
Bears
or
bear.
something. But,
You know what I mean?
Man.
But
yeah,
if they
let the
don't,
Bears be the Bears.
man,
I feel like Justin Fields has done nothing but prove that he's not only a leader on this team, but he's the quarterback of the future for this team. And
Yeah.
Chicago, I hope they do the right thing by him for sure. So he's
yeah,
my
if they don't waste
riser.
an asset, if they don't waste an asset on a quarterback and they go take 2 top 5 picks,
Man.
No, I can't wait for Marvin Harrison Jr. to dress though. That's
crazy.
I like that.
we
I like
can't
that
miss
look,
on
bro.
that at
He's
all.
I
good.
like that look.
We can't miss on that.
Who's your faller this week?
You're gonna love this, Jared Goff.
Whew.
He is
Ooh.
falling. He was in the garbage juice this week. First he loses to the Packers. Now he loses to the Bears. 20 for 35, 161. That's terrible, Jared. 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Lions are supposed to be a playoff team.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
man, they're not showing that to me. I think we've talked about
they're
them
looking at one
earlier.
and done.
He fails Jared Goff in these moments when you expect big things from him. He just kind of falls apart. And if the play action pass isn't working, he's done. Like that's he's a one trick pony, kind of like Jalen with the RPO. So I don't trust the Lions. I think they're fraud. And I don't trust Jared Goff, man. He's big time faller for me this week.
Mm.
I
I don't know.
don't hate it.
Ouch. Ugh. Oh.
I don't hate
Tough.
it. Nui,
Oh.
riser, faller.
Hey, the riser, Mr. Tommy DeVito. Hey. My man right now has got 5 touchdowns and 0 picks on a 3-game winning streak versus
3 games.
Brock Purdy number 2.
Hey,
Hey,
he's out there dealing, man. He's dealing.
Yeah.
I gotta give him his props. He's got better statistics than Zach Wilson had all season. And, so hey, kudos to the guy from New York. Have you looked at his agent? Dude looks like he'd be a cast in Sopranos.
he sure does.
Where?
He sure does.
I mean,
Boy.
he looks like one of those guys from Goodfellas.
I love that when the
Mom.
game's over, he just drives home with mom and dad, gets his laundry done, gets a meal made, goes to bed in his
Yeah.
childhood
Cool
bed.
dude, man. Just
That's
chilling.
crazy.
Could you imagine,
He's
like,
probably
you
playing
grew
some
up in
Madden
this
his
area?
bedroom.
And you
Could you
take
imagine?
me.
Could you imagine
That's
your
so
whole
dope,
life?
bro. It's just
You
such a
grew
dope
up-
story.
Yeah.
I
Like some
hope he stays
Spider-Man
there.
shit.
I hope he
That's
stays there.
It's kind of cool.
It is
It's so
kinda
it's
cool.
so
In the
cool.
city,
man.
Yeah, it's like that.
he
It's like
plays.
that
Yeah,
movie Invincible.
it's a cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool story.
It's a badass story, man.
It really
That's
is.
a cool story for
Ah,
sure.
Fuck the Giants, but it's
I
a good
love that
story.
one, man. Who's your faller?
My faller. I mean, this was a tough one, but not really. It's Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
my
not hard.
God,
Wasn't
dude.
difficult.
He's not. If you're not healthy, don't play. Don't try to will it and shit a brick, right? Against the Bengals, or excuse me, the Browns, and screw it all up. Like, if your ankle's hurt, bro, and you're about to go into a dog fight, I get it. I applaud you. But, man, you just shit the bed. Like,
Yeah.
against
Not the
good
guy.
teams, he shits the bed.
He's not
If you
that
felt
guy.
that bad,
It's
like
constant.
he shouldn't have played, and I just see this from him all the time.
It's constant.
It's
Yeah.
It's so mediocre, bro, against big teams. He does it against divisional opponents, and he'll do it against, some mediocre teams. But when it comes to the big hitters, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, that Cleveland's a big hitter, but they're a big hitter. And so you shit the bed again. You did it with the Niners. You did it with them. I mean, every good team you play, you shit the bed.
It's true.
T-Law, figure it out.
figure it out, dog.
You're supposed to be the man. Figure it out. You're not used to losing, so figure it out. Now, it's
Figure
cool
it
they
out.
turn their franchise around a little bit better, right? But it's your job to figure it out, man. Figure it out. That's it.
Ooh.
Get out.
I ain't got too much to say. It's just we
I-
know who
I-
he is. It's
I like
just
this
like,
one.
damn.
I like this one for me because I've been kind of skeptical about doing this all year. You're gonna love this, Nui. My riser this week is Debo Samuel. Dog. I'm talking about Debo is balling right now. If you haven't been paying attention, for the past 3 weeks, he has 382 yards from scrimmage. He has 6 touchdowns in the last 3 games. Balling,
Oh,
point blank, balling. Last 3 games, he's looking like the best player in the NFL.
period.
Straight up. And it's period. And it's half the reason why I cannot give Brock Purdy no type of MVP nod, because you got
agree.
Christian McCaffrey playing out his mind, and you got Debo Samuel looking like the best player in the NFL over the last 3 weeks.
And the
So
best
I
left
can't give it
tackle in
to the bus
football.
driver.
Yeah.
Hey, he's just gonna a bus driver my ass. He's still gonna stay humble and just continue to grind. That's it, man.
Can't give it to the bus driver because Debo's just
I'm
been
sorry
balling.
because
He's more than a bus driver. Let's not be disrespectful.
Who threw that dime on 3rd and 12?
Yeah, let's not be disrespectful.
The sink
Somebody's
on
got to be
3.
throwing Debo the ball.
Yeah, don't play me. We can watch film.
I mean, but guess what? I'm talking about he's
So
such
you're
a good bus
telling me?
driver.
So you're telling me
He's
Dak
one of-
Prescott?
he's such a good bus driver. I'm talking about,
Hey,
like,
don't bring
he don't
Dak
hit no
into this.
curbs. He don't hit no curbs. He breaks like real nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a
He doesn't
comfortable
need to.
ride.
He
I'm talking
delivers
about
the
he
mail.
drive that
That's
baby
his
with one.
job.
Hey,
That's
I
his
heard he
fucking
drive it.
job.
I heard he drive the bus with one hand. Like, that's how good of a bus driver is. He nice with it.
He's
So
he's
disrespectful.
he's really
That's so
good at 23 years old, and he's better than
I like the guy.
Cousins has ever been.
Oh,
Ever.
Oh, now Newey's in
Ever.
his feelings. That was his in
Ever.
his feelings comment.
Ever.
That's what that was.
Ever.
That's
Ever.
not
Right
true.
now.
That's not
Right
true.
now.
That's not
Yes,
true.
it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
We're gonna say it right now because right
Stop.
now, Brock Purdy has more
Stop
playoff wins than Kirk Cousins. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
You're wrong.
No, I'm not.
How many
Brock Purdy has one playoff
how many
win.
playoffs wins does he have?
2.
Somebody go.
Brock Purdy has one playoff win.
It's one
He has
playoff win.
2. He has 2. Oh my God, are we serious? Are we serious?
Sure.
Now we're live. I love
Are
it.
we?
He beat the Seahawks and he beat Dallas. What are you talking about?
I didn't remember him playing in 2 playoff games last year. I thought the
Yeah.
Eagles game was playoff game number 2
We can keep going.
because they lost to the Eagles.
We can keep going. Y'all better have your facts when it come to Purdy.
Whatever. I was trying to stand up.
Well, I don't care what you say. The statement you made about Brock Purdy,
for some reason. I don't know
yeah,
why.
it's blasphemy. He might be there. He could definitely get there. I can see that happening, but it's absolute blasphemy. I don't want to hear that. My faller is going to be very simple. You know what I mean? I never really felt too much about the guy. It was something about his gameplay. Y'all named every piece of his gameplay that I disliked earlier. Y'all broke it down really good in the fashion that you quarterbacks know how to do. But Tua is my faller. You know what I mean?
I agree
And you want
wholeheartedly.
let me say this. He didn't even play that bad. It wasn't a bad game. You know what I mean? You lose Tyreek Hill, I do expect for it to be just a bit of a decline. But the reason why I'm putting him here is because there's nothing special about Tua. You know, at one point we brought him up in that MVP conversation, and I fought it like you can't put him in an MVP conversation because he lost to everybody else that's in the race. And now I just don't see anything that says I can go win you the game. So if the defense isn't playing really good, and if they're not running the ball like they were earlier in the season when they were the best running team in the NFL for a second, I don't see them, able to be dominant behind Tua. He's my faller this week.
So let me ask you this as a defensive player, Stefan. Is it me or am I crazy? Do you see when Tua gets off his first read, it's panic?
He's a type of guy that as soon as he gets off that first read, I'm only going to contain him.
Okay.
I don't even think about, from the linebacker position, I don't even think about actually going straight at him because he doesn't scare me. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to contain him, and I know everybody else is going to rally because he's going to panic. He's going to be in the pocket for 1 or 2 more seconds, longer than he should be. You know what I mean? He's like a Flintstone. You know what I mean? Sometimes it feels like he's running.
He's very flat-footed. Yeah, he's very muddy feet.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you can almost predict what he's about to do. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just nothing special about the guy. If he has everything, that because of Mike McDaniel, that offense, it can still be electric. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
He works in the scheme that he's in. Perfect.
I feel like him being a shorter quarterback, you would feel that he's able to maneuver a little bit better than what he is. He plays like a guy who's 6'7", right? He can see the fit. And I say 6'7" because these real big tall guys have what I call those muddy feet. It's like quicksand, dude. They're just stuck in the ground when they don't have that movement. And you saw that big time last night.
Well, I want to watch it now. I never even thought about it that way.
Slow to move. Yeah,
it's slow to move, bro. He like locks his legs, and I'm like, why do you do that?
Okay.
Like, don't do that.
Have a quarterbacks coach at Alabama.
That's unfortunate.
I enjoyed that segment, Quan. I really appreciate it.
Oh, the guy hit it, didn't it?
This one was fun.
Okay, I ain't got no love for him, but
don't play with Kirk no more on this episode. On this episode, there will be no.
When you started it, Stefan,
especially while I got my man Jones.
And I'm sitting here getting red.
Come on, bro. You can't.
I'm getting red. I'm like, he does not watch our games.
Tell you about the fourth quarter is the smartest idiot. And when we started this season, your boy was an absolute dummy out here. You know what I mean? I was saying some things that I believed in. They came true later on. I was just too early because I was reading the future out here in these streets. But lately, your boy's been catching up. Okay, this is the smartest idiot, and in the smartest idiot, we simply just do our predictions. You know what I mean? Who you think's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? Last week, I gave them boys the blues. Bars. Yes, that's right.
Ooh. It's because you can rap so easy, man. That's cheating. That's like cheating.
This week is going to be fun. I feel like I'm back at it because I got some badass picks on the way. We're going to pop it off with you, my boy. We got Las Vegas versus the Rams. Las Vegas versus the other team. Las Vegas versus the Chargers on Thursday. Who you got, Quan?
I'm going to go Vegas. You want the score too or just this who I pick?
I just want to, if you want to throw it in there, you can. But who you got?
I got Vegas on that one. Vegas.
Yeah, Justin Herbert's out for the season, so I'm going to give Vegas the win here.
Yeah,
I got Vegas. Yep, I got the Raiders.
Let me tell y'all something. It's Vegas is better than what everybody saw. Nobody saw them score any points because the defense played out of their mind for the Vikings, but their defense played really damn good too. Max Crosby looked great. If you didn't watch that boring ass game, Max Crosby
How did you
Nobody
watch
watched
that
that game.
game?
Nobody watched that
Besides
game.
Man,
Stephen?
the punts. I was looking forward to the punts. I was like, "Ooh, that's an 80-yard punt. That's bad. Ooh, I like that." You got to find the small things. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like,
God, that
"Ooh, that
sounds
was a nice
terrible.
offsides penalty. I like that." You know what I'm saying? That was a good jump. You got to find the other things that you like. But guess what? 6 things shut out in
That sounds
history.
terrible.
I love it. Next, that's gonna be easy. I got the Raiders in this game. I think they're just gonna devour them defensively. Next game, we got Minnesota at Cincinnati for a Saturday showdown.
Oh, Saturday games. That's
We got
awesome.
Saturday games. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I'm gonna go.
Are we playing golf Saturday though? My bad.
this week. I'm gonna go
Like
Minnesota.
we in conversation.
I'm gonna go Minnesota. It's in Minnesota this week, or
It's
is it
in
in?
Cincinnati.
Oh, wait, no. Flip that. I'm gonna go Cincinnati to Cincinnati because I don't think Minnesota can handle that outdoor weather like that. I don't know. I think they kind of. I think Minnesota is real prissy. I don't like you niggas.
Oh, oh, look! Oh
Ooh,
no!
It's
the
beef.
feelings are deep.
It's
Well, look
beef.
here.
I need my
Juan,
revenge.
I'm with you. I'm with
I
you.
don't like
I
it.
said earlier I don't think the Vikings will win another game this year. I have to stick with that. So I got the Bengals winning this game. I don't think it's going to be very close. Sorry, not sorry, but sorry. A
With
little
their
bit.
weapons right now, it's Cincinnati. Jake Browning playing at a high level. I think Cincy wins this fairly easy.
Yeah.
Defense
To
wins
say.
championships,
No, they don't.
and this defense is just different.
You got to
Okay,
score too.
this defense is just different. And guess what? You
You
know
got
me.
to score more than a field
We
goal
got
the whole
we
game.
have the 49ers original bus driver going out there on Saturday in Nick Mullins, and I think he's very capable of just following the playbook, man. He's gonna be able to run the plays that
He's
are
a
being
smart dude.
called. He's a smart guy. He has a
Smart dude.
pretty good arm. I think
Yeah.
he can at least do that. Justin Jefferson's gonna be able to play. TJ Hawkinson is still arguably the best tight end in the NFL today.
Did you say
Just today.
Jefferson's going to play?
He's
He
out.
no, he
I
is
mean, he
not.
was in the hospital 2 days ago.
And he is just fine.
No,
He will be
okay.
playing in this game.
That's not
He's
smart, but
questionable.
okay.
The main thing
Matter.
is this defense. With that said, you know how we do. I got Cincinnati winning that game. Next, we got Chicago at the Browns. Chicago at the Browns. Quan, who you got?
Bro, I like how they playing. I'm the Bears. I don't know. I think they're playing for a pick, so I'm gonna go Browns, bro.
I
Tim.
think the Bears are playing spoiler. I think to a few teams, but I don't think this is one of them. I think they'll keep it interesting, but I think Cleveland will win this game. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I
Louis?
got the dog. I got the dogs, man. I think Cleveland wins
Oh,
this one. Though the Bears could play spoiler.
fun week. Fun week. This is
Yeah.
another catch-up week. I love it. Man, I got the Bears here. This is one of the hottest teams in the NFL. If you can't, you might not be able to see it. They are fucking playing good. Excuse my
they
French.
are.
They're playing good, and I don't
Yeah.
like it. And
Bear
I have to
down.
acknowledge it. If you're playing that good, you're playing that good. The defensive line is getting after it. They
Yeah.
are getting after it. That secondary is mean. They will hit you. They will talk about you over your head. They will talk shit to you on the sidelines. They don't care. And if that offense can run the ball with all of them backs who are finally healthy, they got a plethora of backs who can run the ball. I do think the Cleveland Browns are going to be in trouble.
I
Because
love
I
your
think up to
passion
this
for the
point, this is
Chicago
going to be the
Bears right
best
now.
defense that they've played against since Joe Flacco's been there. That's right. I said what I
I'm
said.
surprised you have this because don't you want the Bears to lose in your division?
You would think.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not
Doesn't
about one.
matter.
It's just about what I see. I just don't think the Browns can beat them right now.
Hmm.
I think they're that hot, and it's unfortunate. I hate they are. It's
That
true.
hot? Damn.
I think they're
All
hot.
right.
The Broncos at the Lions. This is going to be fun. Who you got, Quan?
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you anymore, Quan.
I think we got him.
Oh no.
It was at 118 when all
Can you
this
hear me?
happened.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
there
can
we
hear
Now
go.
we
you
can hear you.
I said
We
I'm
got
gonna
you.
say I said Broncos because they playing ball right now and they clicking on defense. So I'm gonna go with Broncos over the Lions this week. So y'all.
now. I like that one.
I got the Broncos.
I
I
got the
just think,
Broncos.
man, they're it's just that defense, man. I think they may suffocate Terry Goff, so it may not look well.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Detroit Lions. I
I'm
believe in the
telling you,
Broncos right now.
I'm glad y'all here now. I don't believe it. Well, I got the Broncos on this. It felt easy. Steelers at the Colts.
Colts.
It's kind of a
I got
playoff
Colts.
game.
I got Colts. I don't think Colts.
It's kind of a
I don't
playoff
think
game.
Colts gonna let them come in there
Colts.
and
Yeah,
win them.
and I got to stay with what I said earlier, right? I said
Colts.
Pittsburgh was going to be out. Pittsburgh
Yeah.
is going to lose this game in
Keep
Indy
riding it.
for sure. Gardner Minshew's on fire. I
Yeah.
look for the Colts to win this game.
Same here. I'll roll with it. Colts. Atlanta at the
Ooh,
Panthers.
Atlanta. I don't see the Panthers doing anything.
Quick.
I don't think this game's this. I mean, now if Andy Dalton, maybe if they decide to start Andy Dalton, Carolina might have a chance to keep this game close, but Atlanta's going to win the game.
Yeah.
ATL, man. ATL.
Yeah, ATL. This is we actually took too long on this one. Panthers
Yeah.
stink. Tampa Bay at Green Bay. I think I'm gonna like this game. This feels good.
Two
Oh.
6 and 7 teams
Oh,
fighting.
this
I'm
feels
gonna go
good.
Green Bay.
This
I'm
is
gonna
a
go Green
playoff
Bay.
game.
It's at home, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go Green Bay.
This is going to be a fun game. I think the Packers are going to win this one, though. Unfortunately,
Louis?
I think the Bucks and Baker Mayfield Magic's going to get it done.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm calling the
Orlando.
upset here.
Hey,
Placing it on the table.
I think I want to talk about that loss against the Giants. I just think the Giants are playing way better than people are
Yeah.
giving them credit for. I still think
Yeah.
the Green Bay Packers are pretty damn good. You know what I mean? I think they're going to win this game. I think they're going to throw all over the field against Tampa Bay's horrible secondary. Houston Texans at Tennessee. This is
Tennessee.
spooky.
Tennessee.
This is
I
spooky.
think
yeah.
I think Lil Will will come out and play ball, bro. He find the rhythm.
A couple weeks ago, I would have said Houston. I don't think
Well-
CJ's going to be out of concussion protocol, and if he is, I expect him to have a little bit of a rough game this week. I think Will Levis is becoming somewhat of a story in Tennessee. I look for Tennessee to have a big day and get a big win from Houston this weekend.
Well, this is the first of 2 matchups in 3 weeks for these two teams. So these are going to be very important. I think the Titans at home will take it.
I do too. I think they're going to beat them
They
up,
may
and
sit CJ. They may
they're
sit
kind of
him.
hurt right now. I hate it, you know what I mean? But the Titans they feel the playoffs. It's the playoffs from now to the end of the season for Titans, and they're going to play that way. I got the Titans at home. Jets at Miami.
Jets, I think Jets gonna win in there. I think Jets can go in there and take it.
I like where Quan is at here. Jets, Jets. I think the defense, the way the Dolphins are playing, we've talked about it. Tyreek Hill isn't 100%. This is the time for the Jets to steal one in Miami.
Jets going to steal it. We got
Let's
it.
go. Okay, I hate that y'all riding with me this week. Damn, I can't catch y'all this way. I got the Jets too. Giants. This is that they playing your boys. They got the hot Giants at New Orleans. I mean,
What are they going to do?
it's a playoff game for the Saints.
I think we got that. I think we got that in the bag. I feel like our defense gonna shut them down. Yeah, I think we got that, bro. I feel I'm not sold on the Giants, man. And it's a home game. Nah, we good. We got that.
Okay.
This could be Tommy's welcome to the NFL game because it's in the Dome, which is, historically scary, but not this year, not so fast. New York Football Giants going to New Orleans and break the voodoo curse and get a win.
That's tough, too.
Hey.
You got Nui?
Ooh.
I got the Giants, man. I feel like they're going
to. Hey, I'm sorry you came on the show, man. We really appreciate you, but we got to break some hearts. I got the Giants on this, and they might beat y'all by 2 touchdowns. Oh, my God.
Man. Y'all ain't right, man.
Okay. Does Sam Howell have a chance at L.A.?
Ooh. Wait.
Man, at L.A., who you got?
No. Rams win that one.
Yeah, I got the Rams.
Lock. Yeah, this is stupid. Rams.
Lock of the week.
Rams and E's. San Francisco at Arizona. Spoiler much?
Trap game.
Trappy? Is it Trappy?
Trap game.
guy.
historically we have played bad against dual threat quarterbacks.
That's not
and
what we
Kyler
asked.
Murray.
That's
He's
right.
winning.
The Niners are going to win, man. I mean,
No,
but it's
it's
going to be a
gonna
tough
be a
game.
sloppy
Sam's
game.
gonna win.
It's going to be another time. It might be a
Very
sloppy. We'll
sloppy.
see.
I think it's going to get
I just
ugly.
want to get out
It's gonna be
healthy
like a
in the
Titans
W.
Dolphins
That's
game.
It's probably going to get ugly fast, I think, but Kyler's going to show something that's a little
Kyler
Will
smart.
this be a
Kyler
showing
might
of
make it
Sam
interesting. You
Darnold?
never know.
He could. Okay.
Right.
This is that game of the weekend. This is that. This
Really
is.
is.
Everybody's going to have their eyes on this one. Dallas at Buffalo.
Dallas. I take Dallas. They rolling. They rolling right
Yeah.
now. They rolling right now. They clicking on
Listen.
everything.
I agree. 46 degrees. That's not a cold day in Buffalo. I think now, a year ago, we didn't have it, but now we've got a quarterback that can match Josh Allen, what he's going to do. We're going to make Josh Allen make some very dumb Josh Allen mistakes. Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game.
Yeah, I got Buffalo on this. They're going to win the home game. I like it. I don't know why.
I got Buffalo, man.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I said
Sorry,
earlier
I'm
Dallas is
sorry.
the better team, but I got Buffalo on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason.
Philadelphia at the Seahawks.
Philly. They get back rolling.
Yeah.
Let's not fake that
Yeah.
they aren't a good
Twist
team.
it here.
Let's
Yeah.
not get it
It's a
twisted.
bounce back
Listen.
game. They need this win.
Listen,
Philly.
this is the late afternoon window. Traditionally, the 12th man is going to get loud. This is another game. AB and Hurts are not on the same page right now. They were seen going after each other in the locker room at halftime. They are going to lose this game. This is upset Sunday, 4:25 Eastern. The Seattle Seahawks get the W.
Oh,
Wow.
Talk. Oh my! They're gonna be on your ass, Tim.
1%.
Oh my God, they're gonna be on your ass. I got the Eagles on this. What's Cook playing? The Seahawks are trash. Baltimore at
Baltimore.
Jacksonville. Who you got?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Stop playing on me. This ugly game. Why put this on a Monday night?
That's trash.
Come on. Kansas City at New England.
Kansas
He's
City.
happy.
I mean,
But
Kansas
the
City has
Patriots
to
beat
win.
it.
If Kansas City doesn't win this
I
game,
hope Kansas City wins.
so I'm going to pick Kansas City because they absolutely have to win
have
for
to.
their
They have to win
own
it. They have to bounce
self-psyche.
back.
They have to win this game.
Louis.
Could the Patriots play spoiler after knowing Bill Belichick might be
Oh my!
coaching his?
Oh, I don't know. That is weird. That's
That's
kind of
different.
wild.
Plot twist.
That's
Right?
kinda
Hey.
wild.
Or are they just going to pack
might-
it in? They're like,
But
Bill's
might have a
going-
badass
That's
going out
right.
party. You're like, know what? I'm gonna slay everybody on my way out.
Steelers.
I'm
Hey,
about to beat everybody on my way
that'd
out.
be tough. That'd be tough.
why do I
crazy.
want to pick them right now? I
But
want to pick them so bad. I gotta go with the Chiefs, though,
You
man.
got to. They
Well,
have to
like I
win.
got to. I got.
Chiefs too. Yo,
You know what? You said, why is this on a Monday? But we're all going to
Yeah.
watch this game.
Of
We're gonna
course.
watch it.
All going to watch this game.
Now we got a little bit more skin in the game to watch it for. So hey,
That's what's up, man. What's that, man?
Quan, hey, it's an absolute pleasure, bro. Come back and see us in the off season. We're gonna talk that talk with the big bitches. You know what I mean? I appreciate you sitting down on the couch with us. This has been a very
Appreciate
fun
y'all.
episode. Glad for your Saints who are not
Absolutely,
going
man.
to the playoffs. Oh my God, this is boring for you. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in a couple of days. Right back here, same time, same channel. Mark, got that theme music, my boy.
Light.